Hello and welcome to the video, guys. Today we're going to be starting a new world and seeing how much we can get done in 50 days. I don't want to spoil anything, so let's get right into the video. I headed to the forest to take down my first tree. Made my first pickaxe to collect cobblestone. And made my first set of stone tools. For the rest of the day we killed animals, farmed a little bit of wood. As it got dark, I headed underground. I'm not planning on sleeping at all in this world, just so I can get the most done in 50 days. We got our first iron, smelted it, made a couple tools, and headed out for the morning of day 2. Hopped into a boat to explore the ocean. First thing we found was a ruined portal. After dodging some drown, I collected the 2 gold blocks. I kept exploring the ocean. I found a sunken ship. It had a chest in it and a treasure map. There's a trick to aligning yourself on the map correctly. It's easier to do it left and right, so you align yourself and then rotate and realign yourself. This chest gave us our first diamond. I found another ship. It gave me 2 of the new armor trims. I found an ocean monument, but I got a little bit too close to it and got the mining fatigue. At the end of day 2, I was looking for a cow to milk, and I found this village. After drinking the milk, I decided to kill some mobs until the morning of day 3. The night ended as I was looting the village. My plans for day 3 were to set up a compound and start working on a villager breeder. Turns out the golem doesn't care if you kill the One Ring Trader. After building the platform, I had to convince 2 villagers to jump in, so I used beds to lure them up. On day 4, the rest of the villagers despawned. After I finished construction, I threw some bread down. For the rest of day 4, I gathered resources. That night, I mined straight down 1 block. Not smart. I spotted a mine shaft below my base. I only found 1 chest in it. It was day 5 now, so I headed back up to the surface. I set up my first sugarcane farm, and I farmed wood for the rest of the day. The night of day 5, I headed down the mines. I did the swim mining trick to try to find some diamonds. And this sounds fake, but I mined 1 block and found my first diamond. Day 6, I headed back to the surface. I started construction on a iron farm. At the end of day 6, I got annoyed at the phantom, so I headed back down the mine. I crawl mined until I found a lava pool and started to collect obsidian to craft my first portal. Spent some diamonds to get an enchantment on my first pickaxe. And then worked on the iron farm for the rest of day 7. That night, you guessed it, back down the mines. I needed a lot of deep slate for the iron farm. I had no luck finding diamonds. I set up a track so I could start transporting villagers, and I got my first sheep farm. At the end of day 8, down in the mines again. I came up the morning of day 9. After collecting some leaves, I went back to work on the iron farm. I crafted 21 fletching tables. That would be my placeholder job until I gave them the professions I wanted them to have. Working with these villagers ended up taking an hour and a half, so I made a little montage. Just a little tip, if you're trying to give a villager a job when there's multiple, just place the block, and whichever one grabs the job, just pick the block up and put it back down in front of him. Day 15 consisted of giving villagers their jobs and getting them to sell the books that I wanted. Day 16 and 17, I went to the Nether for the first time. There was a ruined portal right where my portal spawned. I found a fortress really close to my portal. I set up a little safe area to kill blazes. Which turned out to be not so safe. Found some bone blocks, and I explored the fortress. I got ribbed nether trim. Again. I found some more bone blocks. And then I headed back to the overworld. Day 18, I prepared my villagers for curing, but I would need weakness arrows to do that. So after making some splash potions, I filled a cauldron with them. I dipped my arrows, and I found a zombie to do my curing. But I didn't have gold for golden apples, so I put up a small gold farm. I collected powder snow and a trident. After I did the redstone, the farm was ready to go. I AFK'd it for about 25 minutes. And I crafted my golden apples. I made an anvil to name my zombie. had a little jump scare from a creeper. After naming him, I sent him to do his business. I wanted to do the cleric so I could sell them my rotten meat from the goat farm. After curing the clerics, my other traders started giving me good deals, so I bought myself diamond armor and tools, and I just enchanted multiple on an enchantment table and then combined them to get good enchantments. After I got looting 3 on my sword, I decided to see what 1 hour in a fortress would get me. When you're manually killing wither skeletons, you can set up these little 2-high walkways and they can't come through them to get you. Another tip for when you're doing this is clear all of the junk out of your inventory and fill every slot up with only the items you want to collect. And you won't constantly be picking up bows and swords, you only pick up the items you want. Somehow a strider came through the portal, but this is the loot you get from 1 hour or 3 Minecraft days in a nether fortress. I got 28 skulls. I decided it was time to fight the dragon, so I started buying ender pearls and making eyes of ender. After getting my inventory sorted, I headed out. After I looted the stronghold, I spent an entire Minecraft day just trying to find the end portal. I did find 2 libraries and 5 eye templates though. I set up a portal for fast access back here at a later date, and at the end of day 28 I filled in the portal. I wore the pumpkin head because I'm scared of Enderman. After beating the dragon, I headed to look for end cities. I turned my render distance all the way up and immediately spotted one in the distance. Turned it back down so I could walk without lagging. After some risky pearls and some high towers, I got my first elytra. I killed some shulkers for the shells and looted a few chests. I got the spire armor trim and a bunch of diamonds, and I headed back home. I must have set my spawn on top of my iron farm, because I loaded back in the iron farm and it almost put me into the lava. This is what I got. I crafted all of my gunpowder into rockets and headed out to look for a bastion. This took me about 2 Minecraft days, or 40 minutes. But after sniping all the piglins, I finally got my first upgrade template. I sheared a bunch of sheep for beds to go netherite farming. I blew up beds for almost an hour to get enough netherite. Then I went down to get diamonds to make the rest of the upgrade templates that I would need. So the spire leggings and the coast boots go really well together. I wanted some beacons, so I spent day 38 doing Silent Whisper's new wither killing glitch. On my way home, I came across a familiar coast. I spent day 40 block collecting for my base build. cleared out an area using the fast tap method for insta mining. I got all the resources in one spot and I started the build. If you want to follow along in the build, just do the steps. Place 7 stone bricks in a row and 7 back with basalt pillars in the corners, and then put walls in the windows. Place a couple blocks here and there, and for the final touch, add the chicken. Put him in his permanent prison, and there's your base. I'm just gonna fly in here to get a nice view of the base. Okay, I'm just gonna fly in here to get a nice view of the base. The top floor is the bedroom. The next floor down is the enchantment room. And the first floor is for storage and utilities. And the basement is for smelting. It took about 2 hours to build that, so that's all that's left of the 50 days. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe if you liked it.